Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Kassler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. Today, our question comes to us from Dave. W2DJG, Delta Juliet Golf. He has a very simple question here. How do you delete a memory channel from an ICOM 9700? Well, the answer to that question is, I have no idea directly because I don't have an ICOM 9300. However, it is very similar to the way you would do it on an ICOM 7300. Okay, so let's look at that one. Here's the manual right here. Okay, what we're going to do, this is clearing a memory channel. Now note that this is the full manual, okay? I have printed it in color and had it bound at Office Depot. Now I am told by people that if you have them print the color one, it can be quite expensive, so you may want to print it on yours, but then it might be very expensive to do that. However, I happen to love printed manuals. They're just so much easier for this 70-year-old to deal with. If you want to do it online, you can. It's on page 9-4. Okay, page 9-4. And here's what it says, clearing a memory channel. It's easy. First, you push the V/M button, which puts you in the memory mode. If you're already in the memory mode, you don't do that again. Use the up and down arrows to select the channel to clear. It says clear will make it vacant. There will be nothing in it. Now it says touch the channel number. Now that's a lot easier if you do not have the audio scope up. So turn the audio scope off, and then it's a lot easier to touch the memory channel number right there. Okay, now then when you touch the channel number, you'll get this little subscreen right here. And it's VFO memory, memory clear, and so on. Just simply touch memory clear, and poof, the memory is empty. That's all you have to do. Now, your manual may tell you to do something different, but every HF radio has a way of managing memory channels. Now, there are two methods of use. One is what the 7300 does, where it clears the channel, it's vacant. There's nothing in the memory, okay? Other radios will make you fill it with something else. You'll write over the memory, okay? Which can be a royal pain if you're trying to clean up your memories or do something like that. All right, so that's how you get to it. It's easy. If you're doing something like a handheld, you can use Chirp or whatever your programming software is. If you need to delete a memory channel, now this is very important when dealing with programmable radios. You have to download the programming, all of it. You make the change, and then you upload all of it. Now, the reason that I mentioned that that's important is because I have heard from people who have made a change, uploaded it, and then made another change in a different place and uploaded it, and it overwrote the previous change. And the thing is, you've got to view the memory as a whole, and on these VHF, UHF handhelds, and some of the mobiles as well. View the memory as a whole. Take the whole memory, move it to the computer, do something to it, get it the way you want it, and then move it back to the radio as a single chunk. You cannot write just sections of it. You have to write the whole thing. So something to keep in mind. So if you wonder where a previous something went, well, that's because you overwrote it when you wrote the most recent one up. Okay, now the 7300 is like many radios. You can control it from your computer, and the same thing applies. All of the memory at once, okay? If you're going to change it, you've got to write over the whole thing. You can't just write one memory element like you can on some other things, okay? So there you have it for those memory channels. Frankly, I don't have any memory channels in my radio. If I were a shortwave listener, I might, because I'd have my favorite stations and memory channels, so I can just pop right to them. And maybe if you are a hammer who participates in some different nets, it would be nice to have those in memory channels. One thing that I found one time, I participated in a simulated emergency test, or SET, on HF, and I actually participated in one. It was kind of fun. But they had me get information on one frequency and then transmit it on another. It would have been a lot easier for me to put those two frequencies in memory, so I just pop back and forth between them, rather than having to retune and then retune and then retune and then retune, and so on. So there are lots of things that you can do with the memory channels. Many people just absolutely love them. For example, you might want to put a sequence of memories in there that are the FT8 frequencies for each band, or something like that, or the whisper, or your favorite CW calling frequency, or something like that. Okay, so there you have it. If you would like to help support this channel financially, you certainly may do so by going to dcasler.com/support. There's Patreon, there's PayPal, different ways you can pick in there. And if you would like to participate in the monthly giveaway, go to dcasler.com/giveaway, and you will find the instructions there that you need to send in an entry for that. It's extremely simple, and there's no cost other than the postage for that. If you win something, I'll ship it to you. It usually would come priority mail if it's not a book or something like that. And we'll take the money out of channel funds to pay for that postage. So until we next meet, 73.